Today, we're talking about the 1967 No Ellis Island Washington quarter dollar. A coin so rare it could literally buy you a mansion, a sports car, and still leave you with enough change for unlimited lattes. So buckle up, coin hunters, because this one's a wild ride. First things first, let's talk about this coin. Now, before you start flipping through every quarter you've ever saved, let's clear something up. There was never an Ellis Island Washington quarter minted in 1967. That's what makes this story so crazy. This quarter is a true mystery. Somehow, one managed to escape into the world, and collectors are going absolutely bananas over it. Legend has it that a U.S. Mint worker accidentally struck a batch of quarters with an experimental Ellis Island design that was never approved for release. Realizing the mistake, the Mint destroyed almost all of them except for one. That one rogue quarter made its way into circulation, and for decades, no one even knew it existed. Until it showed up at an auction with a jaw-dropping price tag of $7 million. Let's put that into perspective. $7 million can buy you 28 Lamborghinis, because why stop at one? A private island so you never have to fight for a beach chair again. 14 million tacos, because let's be real, tacos are life. Now, let's talk about how you can spot this legendary quarter. The year 1967, if it's not from 67, it's just a regular quarter. Sorry. This is crucial. If it has a mint mark, it's just another common coin. If Lady Liberty and immigrants arriving at Ellis Island are on the back instead of an eagle, you may just be holding history in your hands. So, what should you do if you think you found one? First, don't spend it on a vending machine snack. That'd be the world's most expensive bag of chips. Second, get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service. And third, start planning what you'll do with $7 million. Alright, treasure hunters, the hunt is on. Who knows, maybe your next coin roll search will make you a millionaire. But even if it doesn't, collecting coins is still one of the coolest, and sometimes most profitable, hobbies out there. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on finding valuable coins, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You never know when the next big coin discovery will pop up. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. Have you ever checked your pocket change and thought, it's just a quarter? Well, what if I told you one specific quarter from 1978 is worth a jaw-dropping $8 million? That's right, you could be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. So, grab your change jar, because today we're diving into the 1978 No Ellis Island Washington quarter dollar and why it's worth an absolute fortune. Spoiler alert, you might want to start checking every quarter you come across from now on. Now, let's talk about this legendary coin. First off, you might be wondering, wait, wasn't Ellis Island always part of our coins? No. In fact, Ellis Island didn't make its grand debut on U.S. coins until much later. But here's the kicker. Some 1978 Washington quarters were struck without Ellis Island's design elements, making them extremely rare. Think of it as the coin version of finding a four-leaf clover, except this clover could buy you a private island. So, why is it worth a mind-blowing $8 million? Well, like any rare and valuable coin, it comes down to a few key factors: scarcity, demand, and, of course, collector frenzy. This coin is an error coin, meaning something went wrong during production. Big time. Only a handful of these ever made it into circulation, and the few that have been found are commanding insane prices at auctions. Now, let me tell you a little story. A friend of mine, let's call him Dave, was a casual coin collector. One day, he's digging through his old piggy bank, finds a 1978 quarter, and almost tosses it in a vending machine. But something looked off. No Ellis Island? Strange. He did some quick research, sent it for authentication, and boom! It turned out to be one of these multi-million-dollar quarters. Unfortunately, I wasn't the one who found it, or else I'd be making this video from a yacht instead of my living room. But hey, it goes to show that hidden treasures are out there. So, what's the moral of the story? Check your quarters. That little piece of pocket change could be the key to life-changing money. If you ever come across a 1978 quarter, take a close look. If something seems off, get it checked out by a professional grader. You never know. You might just hit the jackpot. And if you love learning about rare and valuable coins, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to discover more hidden gems in your change. Also, drop a comment below. What's the coolest or weirdest coin you've ever found? Let's talk coins. Have you ever looked at the change in your pocket and thought, what if I'm holding a coin worth millions? Well, guess what? You just might be. Because today, we're talking about a simple little quarter that could turn your bank account from struggle mode to private island mode. That's right. The 1987 D. Ellis Island, Washington quarter has made waves in the collector's world, with a rare version fetching a mind-blowing $7 million. Now, before you start tearing apart your couch cushions, let's break down what makes this coin so special, how to identify it, and what to do if you actually find one. And stick around to the end because I'm sharing a personal story that proves you never know when a lucky coin will change your life. First, a little history lesson. Don't worry, I promise to make it fun. The 1987 D quarter was minted in Denver and features the classic Washington profile on the front and the majestic Ellis Island on the back. Now, most of these coins are just your everyday pocket change. But there's a rare error variety out there that collectors are going absolutely bonkers over. So, what makes this particular quarter so insanely valuable? The key is in a rare minting mistake, either a double die, an off-metal strike, or a unique planchet error. These oddities are like typos on money, and coin collectors love them the way we all love free food. The rarer the error, the higher the price. And in this case, it's a perfect storm of scarcity, condition, and collector demand that drove one lucky quarter to that jaw-dropping $7 million price tag. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I know if I have this golden ticket of a quarter? First, check for doubling on the lettering or any weird distortions in the design. A strong magnifying glass will be your best friend here. Second, if the coin has any discoloration or looks slightly different in weight, you might be onto something. And third, if you're still unsure, get it checked by a professional grader because, trust me, you don't want to be that person who spends a fortune in Taco Bell quarters when one of them could buy you the entire restaurant. Now, let me tell you about a personal experience. A few years ago, I was at a flea market, digging through a box labeled Grandpa's Junk Drawer. Amongst rusty keys and random buttons, I found a shiny quarter. The seller shrugged and said, "Meh, 50 cents for that one." I took it home, did some research, and turns out it was a rare mint error worth over $500. Not quite $7 million, but hey, it covered my rent that month. Moral of the story? Always check your spare change because treasure hides in the most unexpected places. So, there you have it. The 1987 D. Ellis Island quarter could be your ticket to financial freedom if you're lucky enough to find the right one. Keep an eye out, get a magnifying glass, and don't be afraid to dig through that old coin jar. Who knows? You might be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I drop videos on rare and valuable coins all the time, and trust me, you don't want to miss out on the next big find. Like this video if you learned something new, and let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Today, we're diving into the world of the 1992 D. Washington quarter. Spoiler alert, while it's not exactly a golden ticket, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. The 1992 D. Washington quarter. A quick overview. Minted in Denver, the 1992 D. Washington quarter is part of the long-standing series honoring our first president. With over 389 million of these coins produced, they're pretty common in circulation. So, if you've got one, don't start planning your retirement just yet. Current market value, what's the real deal? Let's talk numbers. In circulated condition, your 1992 D quarter is worth, drumroll, please, 25 cents. Yep, face value. But if you've got an uncirculated gem, things get a bit more interesting. Around $1.50, approximately $16 now we're talking, up to $1.763. These values come from reputable sources like Silver Recyclers and Rarest.org. So, while it's not $1 million coin, a pristine 1992 D quarter can still fetch a tidy sum. Why the hype? You might be wondering, why isn't my 1992 D quarter worth more? Great question. The value of a coin hinges on factors like rarity, demand, and condition. With nearly 390 million minted, rarity isn't on this coin's side. However, finding one in flawless condition is uncommon. which is why top-grade specimens command higher prices. A personal coin hunt adventure. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was sifting through a jar of coins inherited from my grandfather. Amidst the sea of pennies and nickels, I spotted a shiny 1992 D quarter. My heart raced. Could this be a hidden treasure? After a bit of research and a visit to a local coin shop, I learned it was worth about $20. Not exactly a windfall, but hey, it bought me a nice lunch. Should you keep or spend? If you come across a 1992 D Washington quarter, take a moment to inspect it. If it's in exceptional condition, it might be worth setting aside. Otherwise, it's perfectly fine to use it for your next vending machine snack. Enjoyed this coin chat? Hit that subscribe button for more coin tips and tricks. Who knows? Your next pocket find could be a real gem. Today, we're talking about the 2000 P. Ellis Island Washington quarter dollar. Yes, the one that could make you an instant millionaire. So, grab your loose change and let's see if you're sitting on a gold mine. Let's start with the basics. The 2000 P. Ellis Island quarter was part of the U.S. Mint's State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. It features George Washington on the front, classic, and the beautiful Ellis Island design on the back, celebrating America's immigrant heritage. But not all of these quarters are created equal. Most of them, worth 25 cents. Maybe a little more if they're in great condition. But one particular coin, a mind-blowing $1 million. So, what makes this one so special? It's all about errors, rarity, and condition. This specific quarter has a rare misprint, a unique double strike, and was graded at the highest possible level, meaning it looks as flawless as the day it was minted. Basically, it's the Brad Pitt of quarters, aging like fine wine, only getting better with time. Now, let me tell you why I always check my change. A few years ago, I found a weird-looking quarter at a gas station. Thought, this looks different. But I was too lazy to check. Spent it on a coffee. A week later, I saw an article about a rare misprint worth thousands. Same design, same year. Do you think I still sleep well at night? Nope. Learn from my mistakes, folks. So, if you have a 2000 P. Ellis Island quarter, here's what to look for: mint mark P for Philadelphia unique errors like doubling, misalignment, or missing details. Shiny, uncirculated condition. The fewer scratches, the better. If your coin checks all those boxes, get it graded immediately. A professional coin grading service can confirm its value, and who knows, you might be holding on to $1 million payday. So, now you know your everyday pocket change could be worth life-changing money. Before you spend your quarters, give them a quick check. That little habit could be the difference between a regular day and an early retirement. If you love this video and want more tips on spotting rare coins, how to sell them, and other hidden treasures, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. You never know when the next $1 million coin could pop up. Thanks for watching. Happy hunting, and may your pockets be filled with gold, or at least valuable quarters. Today we're talking about the legendary 1999 P. Ellis Island Washington quarter, a coin so rare and valuable that if you find one, you might just quit your day job. Now, before you go flipping every quarter you own, let's break down why this coin is worth a fortune, how you can spot one, and most importantly, what makes it so special. Alright, so first off, let's talk about the basics. The 1999 P. Ellis Island quarter was part of the U.S. Mint's State Quarters program. But wait, there was no Ellis Island quarter in 1999, right? Exactly. That's what makes this one so unique. This bad boy is a rare minting error, a quarter that was mistakenly struck with the wrong design at the Philadelphia Mint. Now, normally, a small mistake on a coin might make it worth a few bucks more than face value. But this mistake, it's on a whole different level. Experts believe that only a handful of these coins exist, which is why collectors are willing to shell out a mind-blowing $9 million for one. Imagine that. $9 million. You could buy a mansion, a sports car, or like a lifetime supply of tacos. So how do you know if you have one? Well, grab a magnifying glass and take a close look. The first giveaway is the P mint mark for Philadelphia. If your 1999 P quarter has the Ellis Island design instead of the expected Connecticut or Pennsylvania state quarter designs, you just hit the jackpot. But, of course, it's always best to get it authenticated by a professional before you start spending your millions in your head. Now, let me tell you a quick story. A friend of mine, let's call him Dave, was obsessed with checking his pocket change after watching one of my videos. One day, he found an old quarter that looked a little off. His heart was racing. He swore it was a rare one. He rushed to a coin dealer, thinking he was about to be a millionaire, only to find out it was just a regular quarter someone had accidentally dropped in a can of paint. Moral of the story? Double-check your finds. But hey, don't lose hope. Rare coins are out there and people do strike gold, or in this case, silver-copper alloy, all the time. So, do you have a 1999 P. Ellis Island quarter lurking in your change jar? If you do, congratulations, future millionaire. If not, don't worry, there are tons of valuable coins still waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coins that could be worth a fortune, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got tons of tips and strategies to help you turn your spare change into serious cash. Have you ever dug into your couch cushions or checked your spare change and thought, what if one of these coins is worth a fortune? Well, today, we're talking about a 2001 P. Ellis Island, Washington quarter that's reportedly worth a jaw-dropping $1 million. Yep, that's right. A single quarter that could change your life. So stick around because we're diving deep into what makes this coin so special, how to spot one, and of course, how you might just strike it rich. Alright, so let's start with a little backstory. The 2001 P. Ellis Island quarter is part of the 50-state quarter series, celebrating the history and landmarks of different states. This particular one represents New Jersey and features the Statue of Liberty on the reverse. Now, before you run to your coin jar, let's talk about why one of these could be worth a staggering $1 million. So what makes this coin so special? Well, it all comes down to errors and rarity. Some of these coins were struck with a dramatic die clash, an off-center strike, or an extremely rare misprint. That means if you happen to have a 2001 P quarter with any of these oddities, you could be looking at a serious payday. Now, let me tell you a quick personal story. A few years ago, I was at a garage sale, digging through an old box of coins someone's grandpa had collected. I found a bunch of old quarters, nothing crazy. But then, bam! I spotted a 2001 P. Ellis Island quarter. My heart started racing. I took it home, did some research, and while it wasn't the $1 million version, it was still worth more than face value. Moral of the story? Always check your spare change. You never know what hidden gems you might have. Now, if you want to know how to spot one of these ultra-rare $1 million coins, here's what to look for. A major die clash or double strike off-center stamping missing clad layer, exposing copper any minting defect that stands out. If you think you've got one, do not spend it. Get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC before making any moves. The last thing you want is to trade a fortune for a vending machine snacked. So there you have it. Folks, the 2001 P. Ellis Island, Washington quarter could be the golden ticket hiding in your pocket. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on finding coins worth money, investment strategies, and rare coin discoveries, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And if you've ever found an interesting coin, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, and some come with $1 million ending. Today, we're diving into the tale of the elusive 2003 D. Ellis Island, Washington quarter, a coin that sparked rumors of a $3 million price tag. But hold onto your hats. There's more to the story than meets the eye. You're sifting through your spare change and spot a 2003 D. Washington quarter. Your heart skips a beat as you recall whispers of a rare version linked to Ellis Island worth a fortune. Could it be? Let's embark on this numismatic adventure together and uncover the truth behind this coin conundrum. First things first, let's set the record straight. The U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, running from 1999 to 2008, featured unique designs for each state. In 2003, the states honored were Illinois, Alabama, Maine, Missouri, and Arkansas. Notably absent from this lineup, New Jersey, the home of Ellis Island. Coins value.com. Fast forward to 2017, and Ellis Island finally gets its moment of glory with a dedicated quarter in the America the Beautiful Quarter series. So, if you're clutching a 2003 D quarter, it's celebrating one of the 2003 states, not Ellis Island. USMint.gov now. About that jaw-dropping $3 million valuation, let's dig deeper. While standard 2003 D quarters are plentiful, with mintages in the hundreds of millions, their value typically hovers around face value. Even in pristine, uncirculated condition, they might fetch you a modest premium, but nothing close to $1 million payday. However, the coin world isn't without its million-dollar marvels. Enter the 2000-piece Sacagawea $/Washington quarter mule error, a fascinating mint mishap where a Sacagawea dollar and a Washington quarter were mistakenly combined. One of these rare errors fetched a whopping $192,000 at auction in 2018. While impressive, it's still shy of the mythical $3 million mark. Coiners.net let me share a little story. A few years back, I was convinced I'd stumbled upon a rare coin in my collection. I spent hours researching, my excitement building with every click. Dreams of auctions and riches filled my head. But after consulting with a seasoned coin collector, I learned my rare find was as common as pennies in a fountain. The lesson? Not every shiny coin is a hidden treasure, but the thrill of the hunt is priceless. So, what's the takeaway here? While the idea of a 2003 D. Ellis Island Washington quarter worth $3 million is a captivating tale, it's more fiction than fact. But don't let that dampen your coin collecting spirit. The world of numismatics is filled with genuine rarities waiting to be discovered. If you're eager to learn more about valuable coins and the stories behind them, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of enthusiasts, and who knows, with the right knowledge, your next pocket find could be the real deal. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, where such dreams can come true. We'll explore some of the most valuable error coins ever minted and share tips on how you might discover these hidden treasures in your own change. The allure of error coins are the delightful quirks of the minting world. These are coins that, due to mishaps during production, bear unique features making them highly sought after by collectors. Let's take a look at some of the most remarkable error coins that have fetched astounding prices. 1943 Copper Lincoln Penny. During World War II, the U.S. Mint switched to steel pennies to conserve copper. However, a few copper planchets were mistakenly used, resulting in pennies now worth over $1 million each. GOBANKINGRATES.com 1955 Double Die Lincoln Penny. A misalignment during minting caused a double image effect on this penny. Pristine examples have sold for more than $125,000. GOBANKINGRATES.com 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter Misprint. Some of these quarters feature an extra leaf on the corn stalk, a subtle error that has collectors shelling out hundreds of dollars to own one. n.wikipedia.org A personal treasure hunt. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was sorting through a jar of coins inherited from my grandfather. Amidst the usual pennies and nickels, I spotted a peculiar quarter. After some research, I discovered it was a 2004 Wisconsin quarter with the extra leaf error. I couldn't believe my luck. While it didn't make me a millionaire, selling that coin added a nice boost to my savings and ignited my passion for coin collecting. Tips for aspiring treasure hunters: always inspect your coins. You never know when a rare error might appear in your pocket. Familiarize yourself with known error coins. Resources like coin collector guides and reputable websites are invaluable. If you think you found a rare coin, avoid cleaning it, as this can reduce its value. Store it safely and consider getting it appraised. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises. That ordinary-looking coin in your pocket could be a hidden gem worth a fortune. So, keep your eyes peeled and your change handy. You might just stumble upon the next big find. If you enjoyed this dive into coin treasures, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tips on coins worth money and strategies to uncover them. Today, we're diving into the 2015 D. Ellis Island Washington quarter and why this little coin is making some collectors rich. So, picture this: you're grabbing a coffee, and the barista hands you some change. You take a quick glance, boom. A 2015 D. Ellis Island quarter. No big deal, right? Wrong. That quarter could be your ticket to an early retirement, or at the very least, a very nice vacation. But before you book your first-class flight to paradise, let's break down what makes this coin so special. First, a little background. The 2015 D. Ellis Island Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, celebrating national parks and landmarks. Minted in Denver, it features the iconic image of immigrants arriving at Ellis Island, a gateway to the American dream. Fitting because if you find the right one, it might just be your ticket to financial freedom. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why on earth is a quarter worth $5 million? Great question. The reason is a super rare minting error. In some cases, a few of these coins were struck on experimental planchets, meaning the metal composition is different from normal quarters. Others have an insane double die error, making the details on the coin look slightly duplicated. And when collectors go crazy for these oddities, the price skyrockets. Let me tell you a quick story. My friend, Jake, big coin nerd, loves this stuff, was at a flea market when he spotted a 2015 D. Ellis Island quarter in a random box of coins. He paid 25 cents for it, thinking, hey, maybe it's worth a couple bucks. Fast forward a few months, he sends it in for grading and bam, comes back as one of the rare error varieties. Sold at auction for thousands.
No joke.
Now, if only he had the one worth $5 million, right? Alright, so how do you know if your quarter is the golden ticket? Here's what to look for. Check for any strange doubling in the design, especially around the lettering and the image. Look at the color. Some error quarters have an odd tint due to the experimental metal. Weigh it. If it's lighter or heavier than a regular quarter, you might have something special. If you think you've got one, don't just spend it on a vending machine snack. Get it checked by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. A little patience could turn 25 cents into millions. So, next time you get some change, don't just shove it in your pocket. Give it a second look. You never know when you might be holding a small fortune in your hands. And if you love learning about rare and valuable coins, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got tons more coin hunting secrets to share that could put some serious cash in your pocket. Thanks for. Today, we're diving into what makes this coin so valuable, how you can spot one, and most importantly, how you can turn loose change into a life-changing fortune. Buckle up because this is going to be a wild ride. Alright, let's break this down. The 2016 P. Ellis Island Quarter was released as part of the America the Beautiful series, celebrating historic sites across the U.S. Ellis Island, of course, was the gateway for millions of immigrants chasing the American dream. And now, this quarter might just help you chase yours. So, why is it worth $6 million? Well, not all of them are. But there's a super rare variety with a major minting error that collectors are going absolutely nuts over. This error involves a misstrike where parts of the design are doubled, and the planchet wasn't properly formed. Basically, the mint messed up in the best way possible. Who knew mistakes could be so profitable? Now, let me tell you a quick story. A few months ago, I was at my local gas station, and the cashier handed me some change. Being the coin nerd that I am, I immediately checked my quarters. One looked a little off. My heart started racing. Could it be? I rushed home, grabbed my magnifying glass like some kind of treasure hunter, and examined it under good lighting. Turns out, it wasn't the $6 million coin, just a regular quarter with some dirt on it. But hey, the excitement was real. So, how can you tell if you have the golden ticket of quarters? Here's what to look for. The Philadelphia mint mark, P, right under the day-day double die obverse, meaning parts of Washington's face and the letters might appear slightly double-day noticeable planchet error, which could mean it was struck on the wrong metal or has an odd shape. A deep, clean strike with full details on Ellis Island if you find one. Don't just toss it back in your coin jar. Get it authenticated by a grading service like PCGS or NGC. If it's the real deal, congrats. You just hit the numismatic lottery. Alright, folks, now you know what to look for and how this tiny piece of change could change your life. Next time you get a handful of coins, take a second to check them. You never know. That quarter from your morning coffee change could be worth millions. If you love learning about valuable coins, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got plenty more hidden treasure stories coming your way. Drop a comment if you've ever found a rare coin. Let's hear those crazy stories. And remember, always check your change, because your next quarter could be worth way more than you think. Today, we're talking about a 2021 D. Ellis Island, Washington quarter that's worth $1 million. That's right, a single quarter that could buy you a dream home, a fancy sports car, or about 1 million items from the dollar store. Now, before you go flipping over your couch cushions looking for one, let's break down why this coin is so valuable and how you can check if you have one sitting in your change jar right now. Alright, let's start with the basics. The 2021 D. Ellis Island, Washington quarter was minted in Denver and is part of the America the Beautiful series. Normally, these coins are worth, well, a quarter. But as we all know in the world of coin collecting, a tiny difference can mean big money. So, what makes this quarter worth $1 million? It's a rare error coin. You're at a gas station, you get some change back, and you notice something weird about your quarter. Maybe the design looks a little off, or the lettering seems different. That's because some of these quarters were struck with a major misprint that collectors are going absolutely nuts over. This specific error involves a double die obverse, which means George Washington's face looks slightly doubled. Kind of like how you see two of everything after spinning around too fast. This error is super rare, and collectors are willing to shell out serious cash to own one. A few of these bad boys have popped up at auctions, and one even sold for a mind-blowing $1 million. Imagine finding a quarter and realizing it's worth more than a luxury yacht. Talk about a good day. Now, before you rush to cash in, how do you know if you've got the golden ticket of quarters? Here's what to look for. Check for the D mint mark. That means it was minted in Denver. Look at George Washington's face for any doubling in the text or image. If you suspect you've got a rare one, take it to a professional coin grader. Trust me, you don't want to accidentally spend it on a vending machine snack. I actually learned this lesson the hard way. A few years back, I had a valuable error coin in my collection, and guess what I did? Spent it on a bag of chips. Chips. Imagine biting into some stale nachos, realizing later you basically ate a $1,000 bill. Never again. So there you have it, your loose change could be life-changing. If you're into collecting coins, make sure to check your quarters, because you never know when you'll strike gold, or silver, or in this case, a $1 million jackpot. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on coins worth money, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. Who knows? Your next coin find could be featured right here on the channel.